Hey, what is up?
Nothing much. How you doing?
Good.
Thanks for grabbing me.
Welcome to the car.
You got the camera set up? Oh, look at that. Look at that.
I got it set up. You already know.
Oh, wow. What? It's a fancy one. There you go. Oh, my gosh.
There we go.
Tracking on, tracking off.
Sure.
So you're on the hot seat today.
Oh.
Right? We're going to allow people to learn a little bit about Mirian Katrib. Right?
All right.
And who is Mirian? Tell us. Who are you?
Who am I? Does anyone know who they are? Holy smokes. That's like, that's an ever-evolving
That's a big one, right?
question.
Tell us about the exact moment that you fell in love with music. Left hand lane.
So when I was really young, I discovered that I had a gift for singing. It was mostly discovered via Disney. Like,
okay.
You know, singing A Whole New World was like my favorite song when I was a kid. Times.
Can I put you on the spot?
Sure.
Go ahead.
A whole new world, a magic place I never knew.
Wow.
No one can tell us no, or where to go, or say we're only dreaming. A whole new world.
Wow. Killer vocals.
They'll never be put on the spot. I'll always thank you.
Outside of music and being on stage, what would you say you enjoy doing with your time?
Smoking gun.
Thanks for keeping it real. I wasn't expecting that, but hey.
You know me, you know it, right?
That's a good segue into we're working on some single tracks, right? Singles coming our way.
We got some singles coming our way. Yeah. One of them, incidentally, is called Get High.
Get High. It's about getting high.
And if you know me or anything about me, you know I love my smoke. So that tune is an ode to my ganja.
And then we're gonna have one that just got released. Looking out for you.
Yeah, I'm loving this tune.
Tell us about, you know, the lyrical creativity behind that, where that came from.
So Look It Out For You was inspired by, you know, some pretty hard truths in life where, you know, sometimes we love somebody from a distance. Mm-hmm. Sometimes it's too hard to be together. Sometimes we can't be together. Sometimes it's, you know, romantic love. Sometimes it's like love for a child or love for any person that you just can't physically be with. Mm-hmm. For whatever reason, you know, sometimes that we realize that two people are better off separate, but that doesn't mean that the love isn't there. Mm-hmm. The love is there. It just transforms. The love is transformed now, and that person still feels it. You know, you can still look out for somebody and not be by their side. Mm-hmm. So that's kind of what this was inspired by. Mm-hmm. Is inspired by loving from a distance, and how that can still be powerful, and how that can still be felt.
For you.
Yeah.
Tell me about one of your most memorable moments on stage.
Memorable.
And you've been on stage many times.
I've been on stage many times.
You know how to. One thing about Mirian is she knows how to work a stage. She's just not gonna sing a song. You go see her live, she's gonna really perform the hell out of that song. So that's the one thing I gotta say about you. So tell me about one of your most memorable moments performing.
Well, you know, it's really interesting because a lot of the time, some of our most memorable moments aren't always the most positive ones. Okay. A lot of the times, the more memorable things that we hang on to can seemingly be a little bit more negative. But aside from all the fun that I have on stage, I remember most the times where I wasn't having fun. I remember the times where I felt sick and where I had to literally turn away, throw up from behind the stage, and then keep performing.
Oh gosh.
Or like run off the stage and throw up and
gosh.
come back on, and the show goes on.
Oh my gosh.
Right?
Yeah.
So like I struggle with something called endometriosis, which is a really painful condition for women. And you know, for the majority of my career, I was sick, feeling sick on stage, right? So those are memories that, you know, are vivid to me, but I'm so grateful for where I am now. You know, I can be on stage without pain and feeling sick. So those moments to me make me so grateful for the fun that I have now. Right? So it's like, it's all about perspective there for me. So those memories, those are most memorable. Those tough times are the most memorable for me, and they put the good times into perspective. So yeah, okay. I'd say so.
And I'm sure it sounds like, you know, because we all go through tough times in our lives, and one of the hardest things is, you know, when you're battling through health. I mean, music's gotta, kind of like Bob Marley said, there's one thing about music: when it hits you, you feel no pain.
Yeah.
Right?
For
so
sure.
It's what allows you to kind of gives you that energy sometimes to push on through.
Oh my goodness. Right? When I was young and I was starting out with music, like that was the only thing that would make me feel better.
Yeah.
Like anytime I had a stomach ache or whatever going on, like I would just start singing and it would go away. And that's when I really learned the healing power of music and my voice. And that's what made me kept going. That's one of the reasons. You know, understanding that if it could heal me, it could heal other people too.